We are going to turn now to the debate in Washington over the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. We were talking about that earlier in the show. From the beginning, Republican Thomas Massie and Democrat Khanna have been pushing for transparency. The House is scheduled to vote tomorrow on their bill, the Epstein Files Transparency Act, and we are grateful right now to be joined by Khanna. We appreciate having you here, sir. Let's start with the big question. How many yes votes do you think your legislation will get tomorrow?
We may get to a unanimous vote. Look, this is the most horrific, disgusting scandal in American history. You had Epstein with basically a rape island, 1,000+ victims, and rich and powerful men who raped underage girls or covered it up and haven't had accountability. I am so grateful for the survivors. They're going to be in front of the Capitol tomorrow. And after they speak, especially given President Trump has said to vote for the Epstein Transparency Act, I expect a very strong vote.
Well, Congressman, you mentioned the survivors there. You've actually gotten to know a lot of these Epstein survivors. How are they feeling tonight ahead of this vote?
Well, they're feeling some sense of relief that the American people are finally hearing what they've been through. This is an ordeal that has gone on over a decade. Their voices have been discarded. And it's not about a particular administration. It's president after president, Congress after Congress. What they want is closure. They want this bill to pass the House. The bill should pass without amendment in the Senate. The president has said he would sign the bill in the House, and then the files should be released. And these rich and powerful men who abused them or covered up should not have buildings named after them. They should not have scholarships named after them. They should not be teaching at fancy universities or being on boards of corporations. It is really horrific, and it's going to shock the conscience of this country, really, what took place.
Congressman, earlier in the show, we were saying that Trump originally was telling Republicans to vote against this. Now he says he has nothing to hide. Why do you think President Trump changed his mind and threw his support behind this at the 11th hour here?
Well, what's important is he's now doing, hopefully, the right thing. But he saw the math. I mean, Thomas Massie and I have been at this 5 months, and I think what surprised Washington and beat the establishment is we built an unusual coalition. We built a coalition of progressives and MAGA supporters, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace, Lauren Boebert, combined with strong progressives like Greg Casar, Delia Ramirez. We built a kind of coalition that said it's time to get rid of the Epstein class, and we stand with forgotten Americans. The lesson is that that kind of coalition against elite impunity for ordinary Americans can actually move and unite this country.
All right, Congressman, on another political point here, you've made it no secret that you are not a fan of Minority Leader Chuck Schumer's leadership. You've faced criticism in your own party for throwing out replacements. Senator Kaine said that he doesn't tell the House who they should pick as a leader. Do you think this inter-party bickering, I guess you could call it, is good for your party?
I do. I think we haven't had enough competition of ideas. I think we've had an establishment that for too long has tried to control who should lead or who should run. I love the idea that our politics is getting shaken up. I love the idea that we're having new voices emerge on both sides. I'd like to see someone like Lisa Blunt Rochester, a new senator. Maybe she should be a minority leader. Let's shake it up. But here's what I know. People who've been in elective office for more than 20 years, they can stay in elective office, but they shouldn't be the future face of this party. It's time for young leaders, bold leaders, new leaders to take us to the future.
What about Hakeem Jeffries? Do you have confidence in his leadership?
I do. He's young, he's bold. He fought to keep health care. He kept the caucus unified. He's doing a strong job. But what I want is to see more new dynamic leaders emerge.
U.S. Representative Khanna, thank you so much for joining us again on the eve of this big vote tomorrow. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.